Welcome to Trump Tuesdays
Trump
on
Tuesday.
Cool Discussions.
It's a new segment we have here.
Yeah, well,
Because Trump is the new president, so
he's going to dominate the news for a very, very long time. So
this week we're talking about his new immigration policy.
yes,
What? The ban, or is it?
okay. This is where my age starts to shows. I miss the days of not having a 24-hour news cycle, like instant access to news, instant. Because before, you used to have to actually, gather facts together, gather your thoughts together, check things, double-check things, fact-check, and then come up with the news. Now, it's like...
We hear one word and here's your story, bam!
Yeah, and it just explodes all over the place. Because it was, last week that he did it?
It's all about the likes and the thumbs ups and the subscriptions. It's all about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not about actual facts.
So it happened last week, and then boom, Muslim ban everywhere. Muslim ban. It's a Muslim ban. It's a Muslim ban. It's like, no, it's actually a ban on 7 countries. Yes, it is predominantly Muslim, but it's not a Muslim ban. Because if it was, all the Muslims of the world would be affected. Not these people from 7 countries. These 7 countries were actually identified by the Obama administration as places that they should ban people coming in from.
I don't have an issue with him doing what he did.
I don't either.
My issue was this. The people who still were legally in the United States being held back and being detained, and that's my problem. So if you had a green card and they were holding you back, I think that's wrong. Now, if I have no problem with extreme vetting of refugees, of people. I think Canada should do it more. I don't think we should just open our doors to more people because the U.S. is saying hold on, and it's 90 days that he put the ban. It's
90
Syria.
days and 120 days for him.
I think it was Syria. It was indefinite or something like that.
And the thing was too is if you actually read into it, it was like, okay, there's an exception for people who have this and people who have that and people have G1 and G2 and G4, blah blah, and it went on. And it's like, I know those are words. I understand that the G is a G and 1 is a 1. I have no idea what they mean in regards to passports. So it's kind of like all these exceptions, and people are just freaking out about this whole thing. And so far, the last number I heard was 309 people have been affected, have actually had something happen to them. Only 309. Out of how many people that fly all the time? Yes, for those 309 people, that's absolutely horrible to have to go through that kind of crap. But it's they just exploded and boom, it's mind-boggling.
It was made bigger news because of the news cycle that we have, because we have 24-hour news cycle. Yes, it's a big deal. Of course it is, but I'm sure that it's happened before.
It has. Obama actually had a ban on Cubans. He had it for 6 months, but nobody said anything about that.
I think this kind of opens a whole nother debate of, obviously, there's obviously follow-up news to it because the courts have deemed his executive order unconstitutional, which, okay, whatever. So
these are American legal things, and we're not
so pretty much,
so we don't understand legalese.
Pretty much, to me, that means they'll scrap it. It'll be scrapped. And everybody will just be it'll just be, okay, business is normal. Now, my take on this is this. It was pretty darn easy for somebody to scribble his name on a piece of paper to take away freedom from a group of people from certain countries. Now, if you think that your government couldn't do that to you, you've got your head in the sand. And I think this is the problem, the bigger problem than anything, is that we have given the power to one person to be able to take away your freedom to move around.
He's always been able to do that, though. And honestly, but okay.
But
hold on. Being free and being able to move around isn't quite the same.
But
as
people sit there and say we live.
you come into my country, you don't have the freedom to come into my country unless I give you permission.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm fine with that. But I'm saying for us, for not us, Americans, even Canadians. Yeah, imagine if they can shut down the borders to people coming in. Imagine what they could do for us going out.
But okay.
And that's the thing. No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm saying. People say we live in a free world, which we do. We have more freedom than other countries. Yes.
Oh, definitely.
But I am not a free human being to do as I please with my life. As long as it complies with what the government deems, then that's what I'm saying.
You have to obey rules. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So imagine if the government one day just goes, we're just going to do martial law. They can do it. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to protest? No, then you'll get fucking shot. You'll get maced. You'll get beat up by police because they're following orders. You know what I mean? So I think this when you talk about freedom, like all these people say we live in, yes, we do live in, we are under a dictatorship in a sense, because if, I'm sure Trudeau in Canada could do the same thing that Trump did.
Yeah.
So in a sense,
but okay,
when a person can sign a piece of paper, that's not democracy.
It's part of the system, though,
which is broken.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Anarchist.
I'm not an anarchist.
Anarchist. No.
What is that word? People use that word and hippie, and when you sit there and this is Milo. You turn me on to this Milo guy, and this is exactly his view. This is exactly who he does not like is you. The people he use against people, anarchist and libertarian, are jumped into this big thing of this is what a libertarian and an anarchist is. People who destroy stuff. No.
Okay.
I believe that I should be free and I should have the ability to do what I want and not be.
You pretty much have the ability to do what you want. Well, what are you missing that you don't?
What am I missing?
Yes.
A quarter of my paycheck.
Yeah,
that's what I'm missing.
If you didn't get that quarter of a paycheck, you wouldn't have roads.
No.
You wouldn't have hospitals.
Yeah, we would still have hospitals.
No,
we just have to
wouldn't.
pay for it.
No, but that's the thing.
I don't use a hospital. When was the last time I went to a hospital?
No, but who's going to build a hospital?
Lots of people, probably. Because they would make money. Who builds hospitals in the U.S.? The government doesn't pay for it down there.
People do.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, because their health care isn't free.
No, but their health care isn't free. But hospitals are for profit, but they're built by the government.
Really? I don't know how America works. I only know how Canada works.
Yeah,
I know we have a fucking shitty healthcare system. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
It's not the best. I get that, but you're always like anti-government.
Yes, I am. I'm very anti-government because I don't think the government should be in my life as much as they are. I'm fine with them taking a little bit of money to have the roads because I don't want to pay tolls and to build hospitals and to build infrastructure. I'm fine with that. Okay.
Yeah.
But the unnecessary crap is what I don't like. The ability to go to sign an order where they ban people from a country. What if you ban people from Canada?
No, but okay.
Like
but
people from
No. See, you have to stop right there. It's a sovereign country. They have the right to pick and choose who comes in. So if he chooses to put a ban on anybody coming into that country, it's his right.
You're right, but I'm saying
so.
But
for you to go, what if he bans Canada? Well, then Canadians don't go to the U.S. anymore.
People couldn't fly through the U.S. from Canada.
Well, no.
WestJet was like, you have to cancel your flights because if you carry any type of this passport, and you can't fly through the U.S. If you
No. You're right. If you're connecting, but here's the thing: according to the travel ban, if you have dual citizenship, all you need to do is show
your Canadian passport.
Show your Canadian passport. Done.
Obviously,
there was a huge confusion about that, and it's just like, no, you show them your Canadian one, you're good. Done. End of story. But people blew it up and take it way out of proportion.
Absolutely. The news made it a bigger deal than it had to be.
Okay, now, and that's the thing. It's like, as a leader of a country, they have the right to say yes and no to who comes into their country, regardless of where they're from, regardless of what their religion, race,
like your house.
Or creed is.
You have the ability to invite people into your house or say you can't come into my house.
You're right, and your analogy of the house actually works. So I'm glad you thought of that one.
Because I think that's what you have to take it down to, and you have to always take and minimize it and how it would affect you in your house or how it would.
No! It is one of the greater analogies I've actually heard about.
I don't like how I don't. Obviously, we've talked about it before. I don't have the answers. I don't have all of the answers, but I just don't like how they're so in your life. You know what I mean? Like, and they make so many choices for you, and they regulate everything so heavily, and it's like, well, okay,
you're right.
You know what I mean?
There's
Like, that's
that
my
sense
problem.
of heavy-handed regulations, and I understand. Okay, I believe that there needs to be regulations,
It
but
needs
not
to be minimal. Yes,
not as heavy as they
Yeah.
are right now. And Trump is actually trying to do that. The last I heard,
but he's
was
trying to
he
do it for his friends. That's what the news.
No,
says.
no. Well,
That's
yeah,
what the
yeah.
news says.
He was doing it for small businesses, which he says, why should a small business have to jump through like 50 hoops just to open up a business? They should just be able to literally go,
I'm
"Okay,
opening a business.
I'm opening a business.
Hey, you
Here's
got
my
some
money."
office space? Here's my money. I'm going to open a business.
Exactly. And go, okay, well, if I'm a food place, I have to meet minimum health standards.
And that's fine.
And that's what you kind of want.
Yeah, definitely. You want that, but at the same time, the market has to be able to decide. So if you know, like, regularly that this place doesn't have meet health standards, then you should know and to call it out.
Yeah.
And that's
And that's what
where it comes
health
back to us.
inspectors are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Is they're supposed to put a little sticker on your thing, or there's supposed to be some way you can access their database and go, oh, this place has 0% health rating. You probably don't want to eat there.
Probably not. But like, I have no problem with Trump doing it. And obviously Trudeau sent out some tweets after saying, "Hey, everybody's welcome here."
And that's the thing. I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
I don't think that federal funds should be used for it. I don't think the taxpayer money should be used for it. If you as a person, I would love to see the breakdown of this and the data on this about if you want to welcome these guys, hey, no problems. Okay, I have no problem. But then you pull money out of your own pocket and give it to them to help them.
Canada has a really interesting way of doing it. They have the private sponsorship. I don't think it exists in the States, from what I understand.
Yeah, you can sponsor people to come over.
Yeah,
right?
so a person or a family will sponsor somebody or someone's to come over, and they are financially responsible for this person for 2 or 3 or 5 years, depending. And I think that is the best way to do it, because
don't just let 25,000 people in. And Mayor Nenshi was even talking about, I heard something like, we just have to get housing and stuff in place for them.
We don't even have housing for our homeless.
This is
and you want to bring more people in?
Yeah.
We don't even have jobs for
everybody,
our people, and you want to bring more people in?
That's my problem. Is that
I get it. You want to be humanitarians, but come on. You do have to look after your own populace first.
Yeah.
If your own populace is doing...
imagine buying your neighbor's groceries before you buy your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
now, would
he's
you
a
do
family
that?
of 10, and you're a family of 4, and you're buying his groceries first, and then you're buying yours, and it's like, well, guess what? You might be a little short on change.
Would you ever do that? Would you? Ask yourself that question. Would you ever do that? Would you ever buy your neighbor's groceries before you bought yours? No, any sane person would say yes.
No, it would be, I would buy mine and help him.
Yeah, if I would buy mine, and if I had some left, I would help them.
Yeah.
And that's the way that we should have the mentality. Then that's Trump's mentality. Trump is he's a raw individual.
Yeah,
he's not a carbon cutout of a politician who says the right things at the right time. He goes, this is what I'm thinking.
And what we just said right there is we have to look after our own before we start looking after others. That's what Trump understands. Yeah. That's what he read in the populace. We're not saying, none of us are hateful of immigrants. We want them to come.
Some people are.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen some reports where they went into places and they were like, yeah, I hate black people because they came into my community and ruined it. And I was like, whoa. And he was talking to a black reporter. And I went, whoa.
Oh, wow. Okay, there we go.
Like,
there are racists out there anywhere.
But you're allowed to be racist. You're allowed to be racist.
As long as you don't
hurt somebody
people. Yeah.
Or their property. As long as you don't do that, then you can hate anybody you want.
Yeah.
If you want to hate somebody because of the color of their skin, that's up to you. But you want to hate refugees because of refugees, then hate them. I'm not telling you not to. But I think that I think Canada needs to start looking that way too and start looking and going,
all the immigrants that they brought over have run out of welfare or run out of federal funding, and now they have to go on welfare. And, that's a huge drain for everybody. You don't want them to come here.
It makes it hard on the people who go to work every day and who go to work and it's like, somebody goes to work.
What's that saying? It's like, I work hard so millions of people don't have to. millions of people on welfare.
And that's how a lot of people feel. Like it's like you work hard and you don't reap the benefits of it. Like Trump has the right to do whatever he wants. He won the election.
He did.
Regardless of if you like the system or not, he won.
Yeah.
Trudeau has the right to do what he wants.
And the system is there, and yes, it may not be broken, but it's better than most.
I think we're directing our people direct their disdain to the wrong in the wrong way. The disdain isn't, in my view, isn't Trump. The disdain is the system. You know what I mean? And it's like,
and that's what they say. It's like, if you don't like the rules, work towards changing them. And politics, unfortunately, is the way to change the rules.
It's hard to change the rules.
Yeah, it is, because a lot of people are in it for themselves. So it's one of those things.
Trust me, I've learned that. Like I've changed my views. I am very anti-government, and I was very get rid of it all. And I went, but that probably wouldn't work.
No,
because people are in the world for themselves, and if you just had it all out, all free for all for themselves, it probably wouldn't work. I think you do need to have some sort of system in place.
Yep.
But the system that we have now is flawed and needs to be looked at, but it won't be, because we're just going to keep recycling people who use the system.
Mm-hmm.
But will it? Because Trump. Will this change the political views?
Tune in next Tuesday.
That's right, for Trump Tuesday.
To see
what has he done now?
Yeah.
What is Trump going to be doing next? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you comment, we'll get back to you.
Yes.
Always. Guys, thanks for watching. See you later.